Hey guys, how's it going? It is a pre-game show for the games on Tuesday. Like I said yesterday in the recap show, I'm not doing the show for the Wednesday daily preview. I just don't have the time today. I had to go take my car to finally get fixed after the roof got smashed in back in November due to the storm. So I've been out and about. Only just got home about 5 minutes ago to get ready for this day. So yeah, no daily preview show. We'll cover a little bit more news on the recap show to sort of cover you off for Wednesday and then back to our regular schedule tomorrow. Good to have you blokes here. If you are here, and I know you are, hit a thumb. And if you haven't subscribed, what are we doing? I am seeing the subscription numbers go down, which is never the direction they want to go, but that's happening. I understand that it does happen. But let's hit the thumb and let's get some more stuff going on here because we are here to talk about the NBA. Good to see everybody. We'll play some dribble game. Maybe we'll do the connections as well. Yuri, you're here. Good to see you. Picked up Niang for Caruso. Cool. Good work. You got triple banged by Kawhi, Jalen, and Don Mitchell today. Yeah. The Kawhi one was a little bit out of the blue, Ryan. The Jalen one, well, at least we had a questionable tag on that yesterday. The Don Mitchell one, again, you could sort of see that coming given it was a back-to-back. Didn't know that he was necessarily going to sit on this one. Kyle Rose says, one pickup left for the week. Who is it? I'd try the guy at the center in Denver, Nikola Jokic. Probably a good option. If he's available, try that. Kyle, how could we possibly know, mate? How can we know? Arnaldo LeBron, I'm sure that's not your real name. Yeah, you did make me proud by winning your league. Well done, my guy. I have got one league left at the moment. It's a Roto league. It's the Roto league I did with a bunch of analysts and 4 listeners. We have got, obviously, a week and a half to go in this Roto league. It was a different Roto league where we replaced field goal percentage with effective field goal percentage. I think it's a better representation of player value. I'm currently sitting third. Mitch Casey is first. And Sloan Piver from Sporting News is in second. Reclean in fourth. Stan Sun from The Athletic is in fifth. Equal with Thunder Dan Palio. They're fifth. And then Karan from Fantasy Basketball International is seventh. And then we've got Martin Ramos, who's a listener of the show, in eighth. Mike Catron, ninth. Essential Quality, I don't know who that is. Sam Harbra is 11th and Jackson McIntyre is in 12th. There you go. I've got a chance to win this league. Mitch is in first. I've got a chance to get him. We'll see how it goes. Brandon Miller is down. Who to replace from the Hornets? Mitch's is out too. They're all going to be out, mate. Everyone's going to be out for that team. They're going to have no Misic. They're going to have no Williams. They're going to have no Miller. They're going to have no Bridges. The only guy they're listing all those players questionable. They're playing Portland. They're not going to play. Right, so it's going to be a complete disaster zone. I would say that if you're just looking for volume stats, probably Nick Smith. I'd say Poku is going to be a pretty good option as well. They'd be my 2 guys I look at. But yeah, it's going to be pretty rough. Axel, just give me names, mate. I can't read your mind. Just give me names. Give me 3 names and we'll tell you who to add. Oh, it is your real name. LeBron is a Spanish last name. There you go. Well, I'm sure it's not pronounced LeBron. I'm sure it's LeBron. Maybe. I don't know. Made the finals and J-Dub and Kawhi decided to rest. Got to love silly season. Yes, but this is very easy to know. It's very easy to avoid. You do not play fantasy in this week outside of Roto leagues. You just do not play in this time. Yahoo's default leagues. I'll tell you why Yahoo defaults this and that people just automatically do it. It's because Yahoo goes, well, fantasy football, you just cut the last week off, so we do the same for fantasy baseball. Because they don't think that a football season was 17 weeks. Now it's 18 weeks, obviously. A basketball season is 25 real-life weeks. It's 25. So cutting the last week off for basketball is not the same as cutting the last week off for football. We are adding 7, so 30, 33, 34% extra weeks into the season. So you don't just cut off 1 week. You cut off 2, you cut off 3, really. Idiots. So you should never, ever play a head-to-head league this week. Never. Unless you are one of those people who plays week 18 in fantasy football. You don't play this week. You don't play last week. Ridiculous. How should you play your championship matchup with only 7 pickups? What do you mean your championship matchup? You mean, do you running this week and next week? Is it all this week? If you've got 7 pickups, that's 7 pickups is a million. That is so many. I don't know. You need more information on that. Any under 50% back-to-back players catching your eye? Let me have a look. I'm not, off the top of my head, I don't know. Raptors, let me put the screen up, actually. We better get into that, just so you've got the information in front of you of what's actually going on. Because we do have some lineups confirmed. I will get back to your question. Anthony Gill is starting. That's disgusting for the Wizards. Poole, Kispert, Avdia, Gill, and Bagley. Man, that guy sucks. He's so bad. The Lakers are going with Russell Reeves, Hachimura, LeBron, and Davis. So LeBron and AD are playing. The Raptors quickly, Bruce Brown, Grade A Dick, Rowan Barrett, and Kelly Olynyk. Okay, so Brown stays starting. Quickly and Barrett are back. Are they going to play tomorrow? I'm not sure. That's the lineup news. We have the Bucks is confirmed. Beverly, Beasley, Middleton, Antetokounmpo, Lopez. There was someone who screamed at me. And by screamed, I mean he's used caps in the YouTube comments yesterday. Because I said that Beverly is going to be a really good streamer. Beverly, he is injured. Yeah, cool. Played 36 minutes, injured last game as well. And he's going to play big minutes again here. Love people being loud and wrong. It's sick. All right, so let's have a look. These back-to-back legends. Who have I got? I'm going to bring up my numbers. I don't like to just go off the top of my head with stuff like that. So we're talking Tuesday to Wednesday, back-to-back legends. All right. Under 50%. Rui Hachimura's right at 50. Marvin Bagley's at 49. Corey Kispert. Pat Beverly, maybe. He's iffy, but yeah. Leaky Beasley. Kyle Anderson. That's a lot of names there. Bruce Brown. Quite a few options for you there. Lou Dort, yuck. Aaron Wiggins, Jordan Wara, Jaden McDaniels, Grade A Dick. Quite a lot, mate. How do I look at Christian Brown's dynasty value? Didn't like him as a draft prospect. Didn't like his fantasy value as a draft prospect. Didn't like his fantasy value last season. Have hated his fantasy value this season. He's older than most younger than most second-year players, so I don't love it, really. I don't think he's ever going to be a top 100 player. Yuri says, check out Best Friend in Vegas for food. Yeah, I love Best Friend. We went there in 2019. Didn't go when I was there last year in Vegas because we're just trying out new spots. I'm pretty sure we'll go back. I love Best Friend. It was probably my favorite restaurant. Yeah, probably my favorite restaurant that I've been to in Vegas. Is Keon Ellis good tonight? Henry, do you want to pull it out of my ass? I got no idea, mate. There's no... Look, game-to-game variance is gigantic. It's higher than you think it is. We have been conditioned in fantasy to look at averages because that is how fantasy started for the season-long Roto scenario. So we look at these numbers and go, if someone averages 11, 5, and 5, we expect 11, 5, and 5. Like, it just doesn't happen. There is so much... That's why sleep is a terrible format. There's so much game-to-game variance that I've got no idea. What we should look at in all of these scenarios is, does Keon Ellis have the ability to have a good game? Yes. Is Keon Ellis in a situation where he is starting and have a relatively safe floor? Yes. Does Keon Ellis have a relatively high minutes upside because of injuries? Absolutely yes. Right? They are the only things you can know. Will he have a good name? I'm live on this one, so they don't have the sponsors, but fucked if I know. Like, I don't know. Fucking no idea, mate. Like, not against you, Henry, but asking these questions is just the wrong way. Not ask them to me, but ask them to yourself. It's the wrong way to approach fantasy. You tie yourself into a pretzel trying to figure out, was this guy going to have a good night? You don't know. You have no way of knowing. You look at those other factors, process over results. Thank you. All right, what other information has come through? Javon Freeman, Liberty off the bench. Tyrese Maxey ruled out. All right, there you go. Wow. Yeah, so Embiid's playing, even though he's out on the injury report all day yesterday. Maxey's out. A lot more Lowry there, obviously. Yeah. A lot more shots for Oubre, which is terrible for the team. So that's not great there for Maxey, is it? Yeah. I don't get injury reports, honestly. I don't get what the point of listing someone out and then having... I would change a lot about the way the NBA handles injury reports. If you list somebody out, they're out. That's it. You can't bring them back in. That should be the rule. If you're listing them out, the point of having an injury report is to say, here's the status. So if they're out, they are out. You have ruled them out. That's it. It's done. They're out. I get you can put like an incorrect report in, but the report's submitted every single hour. So if you put him out for 12 hours in a row, then he is out. I don't get it. The Thunder do it with players all the time. They list them out, and the next day they put him in. I just don't understand how that happens all the time. Let's go and do some dribble game. Hopefully I do better than yesterday, which was a horrid result. Maybe my brain's not working. Andrew Wiggins to Paul George. Minnesota players. Golden State players that have played with Paul George. Mason Plumlee's there with George at the moment. Zubats, Tice ever play with Wiggins? Wiggins. What about when Wiggins and Westbrook? No, George Westbrook. George never played with Shea. Wiggins and Steven Adams. No. Did Wiggins ever play with? Did Paul George ever play with Chris Paul? Or was Chris Paul in Oklahoma City the season after PG left? He was, wasn't he? That was the season after. Because Wiggins obviously now, yeah, okay. So Paul George got traded for Shea, and then Westbrook was traded for CP. So that doesn't work. Okay. Paul George. I know you guys are screaming an obvious answer. I'm really struggling on these at the moment. Gobert never played with George. Well, Gobert never played with Wiggins. D'Angelo Russell never played with George. Norman Powell. What is this one? All right, let's go to chat. Alfonso McKinney. When did he play with George? It's a good name. Great name. Don't worry about where Maxi is listed out. He's out. I'm telling you, he's out. He's listed out. He's listed out on the official NBA injury report. Is Rui a hold rest of season? If Vanderbilt is out, yeah, probably. Safe to drop Brandon Miller? I think so. Like he's not good enough to hold through zeros, I don't think. But honestly, look, the other thing without Bailey is that maybe he does play tomorrow. The fact that they are all appearing with random wrist injuries in a game against the tanking Blazers suggests to me that he won't play. Yeah, it's a fake injury. It's made up. So I would say that he's definitely out. Should I play Misic? We shouldn't play Misic. No, because he's out. So no, you absolutely do not play Misic. Big minutes for Kispert and Avdia. Big minutes for everybody who's active. It's what they've done. Why have they sent all their guys down to the G League? I don't get what they're doing. Pat Bev. Did he play with Paul George for the Clippers? Yeah. And Wiggins? Where did he play with Wiggins? He didn't play in Minnesota with Wiggins. So Pat Bev doesn't work. Does he? Did he play with Wiggins? No, he didn't. He was on the Clippers then. Otto Porter. Did he ever play with Paul George? No. Nemanja Bjelica? Bogdanov? No. Jesus, why is this one so hard? Who did Wiggins play with in Minnesota? Rubio? Rubio. No, Rubio never... Did Rubio ever play with George? No, he didn't. No. Nikola Pekovic? Bloody hell. Like, I can get here in multiple stops. It's very easy to get here in like a few hits. Like Wiggins, Chris Paul. Or maybe it's not. Who would Chris Paul go to with Paul George? Now I'm struggling with that. I want to hit it in one, though. All right, let's keep thinking. Do we expect Joel Embiid not to play on the back-to-back? Yeah, no chance he plays. Zero chance. Which one do I think he sits out, Saturday or Sunday? Historically, he sat out the second game, but like it's just a guess at this point. So that's the. Let me just look at their matchups. Memphis and San Antonio. Maybe he wants to play against Wemby. I don't know. I think he probably sits Sunday though. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If he sits Saturday, he gets Friday, Saturday off. If he sits Sunday, he gets Sunday, Monday off. So it's about the same. Yeah, toss up, mate. If I played real life against Kingy, who gets more fantasy points? Kingy's taller than me, and he actually regularly plays basketball, so it would be him. Does Miles Bridges play? Almost no chance. Where I suggest holding Vic Krejci. The benefit of Krejci is the games on the low volume days, but I It would depend on what other options are, but yeah, I'm not really that super interested in it. Is Trae Young coming back anytime this week, you reckon? No, I don't, Daniel. I think maybe next week. Jonas Jerebko. Okay. When did Jonas Jerebko play with Paul George, though? It's a good name. Kyle Singler. Did Kyle Singler play with Paul George? I don't think he played with Wiggins, though. Gary Payton. Don't think Payton played with George. I don't think Payton played with George. Do I have any confidence quickly plays the back? No, I don't. I think he's going to sit. Is Paul Reed pretty much useless right now, right? Well, it depends because Bumba is out today and Embiid's going to be on a minutes restriction. So, no, he's still fine this week. Do I think Kuzma's coming back? No, I don't. But I don't know, mate. Just checking if there's any more news coming through. All right, this dribble game is so annoying me. David West. Yes. Oh, no, hang on. David West didn't play with Wiggins. Did he? David West was on the Warriors before Wiggins got there. Pat Bev doesn't work. I'll try David West, but I don't think it's David West. See? No, he didn't play with Wiggins. Dyson or Cole Anthony in a dynasty league? Good question. It's still probably Cole to me. Is Kawhi out for long? We have literally no idea. All we know is he's out today. I think he's going to miss another game this week because they got a back-to-back with one game against the Jazz in that back-to-back as well. Oh no, dribble game's killing me. Normally I smash it out. I don't know what's going on with me. Got to be a Thunder guy. Why does it have to be a Thunder guy? Who is it though? Who's on this Warriors team? Is it a Warriors guy or is it a Wolves guy? I'm thinking like a random backup center. Let's go to Dario Saric, but he never played with Paul George. Oh, got it. Robert Covington. There we go. Jeff Teague. Wow, never would have got that. Jesus, wow, what is that crossover? When did Jeff Teague play with Paul George? Oh, Indiana, of course. Wow, never would have got that. Anyway, we got there eventually. That was crazy. All right. Got to be Lance Stevenson. When did Lance play with Wiggins? If Mitchell is healthy, do you play him over Scoot? Yeah, you do, but he's not. Should you drop Misic? Hang on a second. Where did that question go? Should I drop Misic or Io for Bruce Brown? Well, Io's not playing again until Friday, so that's obviously not great. I would think you could do either of those, to be honest. Drop Kobe White for Pat Bev. There's a chance Dame plays tomorrow. Bruce Brown or Lowry need assisters. I think, again, the Kobe White stuff, if your league ends this week, it is really hard to hold through the fact there's no games for 3 days for that team. I would be more interested in streaming that slot through. Lowry's going to sit a back-to-back on the weekend for sure. I'd be assist, steals, and free throws. I might take Lowry, honestly. Joe or Wiggins? Give me Joe. Any update on Murray? Not that I've seen. Embiid is a must-add now. Yes, you add him now. It's going to be low minutes, and he's going to sit a game here. They've got 4 more games this week. He's going to play max 3. He's going to play low minutes. Is Bane going to play? Bane is ruled out. I have not watched a single game of the NCAA tournament. I do my college research after the NBA season is over. You pass on Embiid to hold Bruno Fernando. Is that a bad move in points? Probably yes. Sensible or Hendricks in a points league? You're talking about it's just for a one-day stream tomorrow. Give me Sensible. Campaign at all? Campaign only really if Lowry is out, which he's not. Oh, so hang on. Because no, they'll start Payne today, won't they? They'll start Payne and Lowry. So yes, Payne is a stream option today. Pick 2, quickly Olynyk Hartenstein. Quickly, I think, is going to be in and out of the lineup. I think Olynyk and Hartenstein give you a little bit more value. If you're looking for just today, then you take Quickly and Olynyk. No, you don't. You take Quickly and Hartenstein today if it's just for today. Otherwise, I think Quickly is not going to play enough games moving forward. Is Reed a drop? Not today, no. After that, yes. But Bumba's out. Embiid's going to be limited. So you might get 25 again out of Paul Reed. If you've still got him, that is, of course. Is Murray gonna play? We'll have a look at that in one sec. I don't know what up. Well, let's check what we're actually waiting on here. Guys, again, if you are new to the show, if you are watching the screen that is up on your screen right now, you can see a big, big blue Q next to a player's name. That means that player is currently Q for questionable. So Jamal Murray has a big blue Q. He is questionable. Jonathan Kuminga has a big blue Q. He is questionable. Jokic is probable. Aaron Gordon is probable. Klay Thompson is probable. And then we've got Joel Embiid is still probable. It looks like he's going to play. He's still doing a warm-up now. I don't think there's any chance that Anunoby and Randall are coming back this season. Let's do the connections. Let's play this game. After that dribble game. Was that an L for me in dribble game? I say it was okay. Oh, I didn't get it as quick as I normally would. What is this shit? Where's their expulsory here? Steve Kerr, Greg. So we've got coaches. And Kareem? I haven't said any players, Mike Malone. So there's coaches. What's this? Looking at, making sure I know everyone's name here. Yeah, all right. Popovich, Kerr, Malone, Spoelstra. All right, we're just going to leave them. They're coaches, obviously, that have won titles. Are they the last? No, they're not the last 4 title winners. Embiid, Maxey, Fox, Maxey, Booker. These are Kentucky guards. No, but who's the other one? Not there. This is something to do with like 60-point scorers. Brunson, Embiid, Doncic, Booker. No other 60-point guy there, is there? They're the most recent 60-point scorers. Is Booker one of them? Yeah, he is. Yep, all right. What are these old bastards? Parrish, Kareem, Malone, and Malone. That's Moses Malone, isn't it? No, Charles Oakley. Sorry, what am I talking about? These are old... Yeah, but what? They played long, like 15 plus years, something like that. Oh, all-time NBA fouls leaders. Okay, I got grouped them together. Well, this has just got to be coaches. I don't know what the thing is. Longest tenured active coaches are there? Maxey, Bridges, Fox. What's the connect? I know obviously they match, but what's the connection? Kentucky guard, Michigan, and then 2 Bridges. It'd be something stupid. What's the connection here? Most miles ran per game. Wow, okay. Never knew that one. Far out. Good work. Aren't Parrish and McCall known for the... Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's interesting, but that didn't work. Dame playing tomorrow? I don't know if you're asking me that. There's no update on that yet. They changed it from personal to being a groin injury. I would say he probably does play, and then Middleton and Giannis sit. But it's against a terrible opponent. I think it's Memphis, so they could all sit, to be honest. Joseph, not to call you out, but how could I fucking know? Like what? Under what context? What kind of league? What are you talking about? You guys have got to give context. Like Pin Wizard does here. Would you add Amen, Trace, or Bagley in an ESPN default points league for a stream tonight? Pin Wizard, I don't know how many ads you've got for the week or what your situation is there, but one of those guys, Bagley, plays 2 games in a row, so try to get the 2-for-1 back-to-back. Otherwise, I would have a quick look at just what they've averaged over their last 3 games, and I would suggest it's probably going to be Trace who's ahead there, but just have a quick look. But if you want the 2 games, Bagley's the back-to-back guy. Beverly or Joe? Has to be Beverly, I think. Has to be. Golden State versus Dallas has an actual game today? Like, yes? What do you mean an actual game? Should you add Embiid for assists? Ricardo, there's got to be someone better. Like, you should add Embiid, but like not for assists. There's got to be someone better for assists out there. I have Bron, Giannis, and Wemby on my team at my Cook Fizz Championship. Well, not really. Bron's, well, maybe. Bron's playing today. Giannis will probably sit tomorrow. Wemby, no indication that he's sitting, but he probably will. In a Dynasty League, would I have Jarris Walker over Kobe Buffkin? Yes, I would. If Turner is out, does it make Smith stream of the day? Yes, absolutely. Jackson behind him, but yes. I expect that Turner is out. Norman Powell, Kyle Anderson, points league. Got to be Powell. No Kawhi. Powell starting. Good usage guy. Has to be Powell in a points league. Has to be. Has to be. Not even really a discussion, I don't think. Got 4 minutes to go here. So the big status we're waiting on really is Murray. They're playing the Spurs. I don't think Jamal plays. That would be my guess. John Kuminga, touch and go. I don't know about that one. Don't really have a good read on whether Kuminga plays or not. I wish I did, but I don't. Is the Dallas Golden State game the one they had to postpone earlier this year? Yeah, it is. Well, they actually play each other twice this week, and I don't remember which one of them is the postponed game or not. I think it actually might be the one that's on the 4th or whatever it is, but yes, one of their games they play this week is the postponed game from February. Points League, Lowry or KCP? To me, that's a bit of a coin flip. I'd probably go KCP. Matt Carmody. Hendricks or Sensabaugh? Yahoo points. I think somebody asked me that already. I think I'd take Sensabaugh in points and Hendricks in category. Drop Kobe White for Pat Bev or Bruce Brown semis this week. I'd be less inclined to drop Kobe White if it's my semis, so no, I wouldn't do it. It depends. If my matchup is unbelievably tight and I'm getting killed, then I would consider it. But for those two options, Brown or Bev, I wouldn't drop Kobe White if I've got another matchup horribly next week. Stocks, 9-cat, Reed or Bev. Honestly, I think it depends. Stocks, again, terrible descriptor because what are you talking about? Do you need blocks more or do you need steals more? Because Beverly will get more steals, Reed will get more blocks. Probably. I take Reed. Championship week, yuck. 9-cat, Yahoo League. John Collins is out. Is he droppable for Jaden McDaniels? Jaden McDaniels is a terrible option, obviously, but I don't think Collins is playing again this week or this season, so yeah, no problem. Since this one is on TNT, it makes more sense. It was always on the schedule. Yeah, I think it is the one that's on Thursday, the 4th, which is the rescheduled game. Pretty sure that's right. I don't think it really matters that much. Does Miles Bridges play again this season? I believe yes. Points League, Beasley start. Why wouldn't you? Again, I'm assuming you're in a default system with no games cap. If he's on your team, why the hell wouldn't you start him? You'd want to get every single fantasy point in that you can. Have I looked into Matas Buzalis as a prospect? I'm very, very surface level, Ivan. Haven't done really any prospect work yet. I know who Matas is. I know like the probably top 10 prospects at this point, sort of bits and pieces of their game, but no, I haven't done enough yet. We are getting ready to get out of here. Hopefully we get another update before we leave. I don't think we will. Let's have a look. Nothing else yet. Not many statuses left. Obviously, the big one is Embiid, then Murray, then Kuminga. We think Gordon and Jokic will play. Wouldn't be shocked if Jokic doesn't, though. This wrist is clearly bothering him. Is Grant a drop? Yeah, why would you still have him? I don't know why. He should have been dropped weeks ago. So, yeah, you should not have him. Hightower versus... Who the hell is Hightower? Versus TJ McConnell. Just take the guy that actually exists in TJ McConnell. Need field goals made and field goal percentage. Maybe you mean Highsmith. I think you just got to go McConnell. Should you drop Misic for Embiid for assists? Ricardo, I just told you. Embiid, yes. 100% you add him, but fucking find somebody else for assists. Embiid might get you 3 or 4. There's better guys out there. SJ has failed you during finals. I'm sure he cares a lot, J Quiz. I do, though. It's what happens in fantasy. Sometimes players have hot starts, disappointing finishes. Happens all the time. Who to start? Hartenstein or Gordon? Give me Hartenstein there. And we are out of here. All right. Embiid officially playing. There you go. We got the news. Right on the buzzer. So, thank you guys again for being a part of the show and watching me here. We'll have the recap show up later in the day as per usual. Hit the thumb and the subscribe on the way out. I'll see you later.